Over my dead body. Don't say that, Mum. This pettiness doesn't suit you. It's ridiculous, not like you at all. You already know I've made up my mind, and I'm going to marry him. Your father is very worried about this marriage, Sudaib. He's very upset with you. But why? I don't get it. It's unjust. An educated girl at my age, not allowed to decide her own fate? She can't even choose the man in her life. Of course she can. A modern girl can make her own choices, of course she must. But what she must not do is marry a guy who drops out of university to go into his dad's business. She can't marry a man who has so much potential, who goes to the best university, but whose father expects him to drop everything and work with plaster and cement. You can't marry a man whose father can't even sign his own name. Looks aren't everything, Sabood. Your father needs to read for at least a couple of hours every night before he can sleep. Imagine living with this family. The son of a mother whose only talent is to gossip. The only thing this nosy woman enjoys is to pry into other people's private lives. You won't be able to stand them. You've been brought up differently, you. Saudabar got to her feet. What have his parents got to do with it? You're not thinking. You have to think about them. She's brought him up. He's fed him. And we've got nothing in common with them. Saudabar gripped the back of the chair and leaned in. So, we're the only well-bred people around? The only ones who deserve respect. It's only us who are cultured and have integrity, not them. Do we have blue blood? No, you've got it wrong. They're good people in their own right. It's not simply them being bad while we're good. We're just different. Our beliefs, our way of life, upbringing and principles are different. I'm not being judgmental. I'm just saying, never the twain shall meet. Our families are like two parallel lines, they'll snap if they meet each other head-on. So I can't fall in love then. I've got no choice, and that's it. I have to wait for the aristocratic son of an Al-Dal, or the grandson of an Al-Sultan, with some noble title, to court me and become my suitor. I have to. Stop this nonsense, Saudabar. We're not saying you can't choose. We're saying choose with your eyes open. Don't be tricked by appearances, you can't judge a book by its cover. Choose, but give it thought. Don't make hasty, rash decisions. Hold your horses, look before you leap. You could ruin your life by being so stubborn. We'd love you to marry, and if it's someone you love, all the better. But we can't stand by and watch you make a huge mistake. We'll never agree to this marriage. Saudabar turned away from the window. Listen to me, Mum. Stop talking like this. Leave the old bones alone. I've told you I'm an educated modern girl. Thank God you got to travel the world. You must see that the days when girls were beaten and coerced into marriage are long gone. I'm not one of those indoors types from 100 years ago, secretly forced to say I do at their wedding. Those days are gone. I'm glad Dad claims to be open-minded too. Upset, her mother replied. Not so, Miss Saudabar, those days will never be gone. For as long as girls and boys fall in love with the wrong people, this problem will be right there between parents and their children.